I stole Warren Buffett's options trading strategy, and here's what happened next. Yo, what is going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you are having a God-blessed day today. Every single person that drops a comment down below is going to get our Sunday Option Sellers Planning Tool. This is perfect for those of you just getting into option selling and making sure that you're setting up your week for success. So whether you're just getting started or you're building, launching, and scaling your option selling portfolio, this resource is a fantastic planning tool to start your week off right. Just drop a comment. I'll personally respond to you with it, and hit that like button and that subscribe button. What you doing, fam? Today we are talking about Papa Warren's investing strategy, okay? Now, he has used this strategy many, many times, and I want to bring it to your attention. If you sometimes tune into this channel and you're like, Pete, what the heck are you talking about? Listen, I'm not smart enough to think of these investment strategies. These are very widely deployed tools that a lot of the smartest investors in the world use. So I want to quickly show you guys an article, and then we're going to show you how you can actually do it for yourself if it's worth exploring for you. So, right here, we're seeing in April of 1993, with Coca-Cola's stock price hovering around $40, Buffett sold 5 million put options with a strike price of $35 and expiration date of December 1993 for an options premium of $1.5 per share. Okay, what does that mean? Let's quickly just talk about this, because I'm going to assume you're somebody that's just getting into selling options and you hear options and you want to run for the hills scared, okay? What this is saying is that, hey, I'm going to pretend I'm Papa Warren, all right? I, Warren Buffett, am comfortable buying Coca-Cola if it's trading at $35 in December. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying. So there's two things that can happen here, right? If Coca-Cola's stock price remained above $35 until expiration, the buyer would not have to exercise the option, and Warren Buffett would make a profit of $7.5 million, right? That's 1.5 times the 5 million contracts, right? Now, if the stock price dropped below $35 on the expiration date, right, on the close, the buyer would exercise the option, and Warren Buffett would be obligated to purchase 5 million shares of Coca-Cola at $35 per share. Plus, he would also already have that premium up front, that 1.5 or that 7.5 million he collected up front, right? So he factors that into his cost of purchasing, right? So his final cost of purchasing would actually be $33.5 per share, not actually $35 per share. This stuff is so cool, guys. I know this kind of sounds confusing when I talk about it, or as you read it if you're a beginner, but I'm going to show you guys and break it down, okay? Now, just a quick note, how did this trade work out for Papa Warren here? From 1993 to 1994, Coca-Cola stock price fluctuated between $40 and $45 and never fell to $35. So what did Papa Warren do? He just kept pocketing that. He pocketed that $7.5 million, and he's run the play on multiple occasions, and probably still does constantly. He did like $4.9 billion in premium during the market crash in 2008. Crazy. First thing we need to do is find a stock that we want to buy. Okay, let's just do NVIDIA, for example. It's a crowd favorite. You guys love talking about NVIDIA, AMD, SoFi, okay? So let's just assume you wanted to actually do a strategy like Warren Buffett. You want to buy it at a lower price that you're comfortable owning the shares at, okay? And let's just say NVIDIA is one of those companies for you. You want to get into NVIDIA. Well, what we can actually do here, and most retail investors will just go out there and buy NVIDIA for $182 a share, okay? That's not a really great idea, in my opinion, because what we could do is we could do the Warren Buffett way, okay? We could say, hey, you know what? If it's like 160 or 170 in a month from now, then I'll buy the shares at a price that I want, and I'm collecting premium. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right here, we're going to go over to NVIDIA, right? We're going to go use Robinhood right here, and we're just going to go to trade NVIDIA options. Now, we're running away. We're not buyers. We are sellers, baby. Sell a put, and then we're just going to go out 32 days right here. All I'm saying is on September 12th, right, if NVIDIA is trading for a price that I choose, I'm willing to buy it, right? Currently trading at 182 at the time of recording this video. Let's say you are cool buying it at 165 on September 12th at close. If it's trading at 165, you're going to have to buy 100 shares of it. If you were cool with that, right, you would, and did this trade right now at the time of recording this, you collect $305 of premium. Results vary. These premiums are constantly changing. This is just what I'm seeing on my screen at the time of me recording this, okay? So I would collect $305 if I did this trade right now. I always like to put everything in my cash secured put calculator as well, guys. So I'm going to put 305 my premium collected. All this is free inside our Facebook group. Join us, guys. It's a really cool community in there. A link will be in the description of today's video. Now you have to note that you are locking up a lot of money for this opportunity. Your brokerage is just going to be like, oh yeah, here's just premium. Here, just take it. No, you're going to have to lock up some serious capital to do this. This strategy requires money. It takes money to make money. Please you got to understand that's the way the world works. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't really matter. This is just the way the world works. It takes money to make money. You got amen in the comments for it, right? So you're locking up $16,500 for this to do this trade. Why? Because if NVIDIA drops to 165 at the close on September 12th, you got to be able to buy those 100 shares. You're either going to be using your margin or your cash. Probably not a bad idea to use cash in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to put $16,500 here for my collateral, right? Because my brokerage is going to hold that. Okay, now you can see my return here is a 1.85% return on my collateral. Okay, so that is the premium I'm collecting from the options buyer, the 305. I'm giving that up front, and I'm dividing that by the collateral that I'm locking up. Okay, and that is 1.8. Now, Papa Warren. This guy don't mess around. Look how he did this on 5 million shares. Whew, I want to get to that level. But you can open multiple contracts. Like, for example, if you did, let's just say 10 contracts, right? You did 10 contracts of this, right? You would be locking up $165,000 for a month. You would lock that up, but you would collect $3,000 of premium, right? You would collect that, right? And again, you could see that if you did, like, let's just put 10 here, right? And you would see just that $3,000 here you would collect of premium. Obviously, that number is constantly changing because the market is open at the time I'm recording this video. Okay, so that's why I say the more money you have, the more premiums you can actually collect. Okay, so let's kind of walk through the risks because it's important to understand this. Number one, always do this on stocks that you actually want to own, right? Sometimes you'll get into these sketchy companies, honestly, like MSTR or whatever you guys are into, like leverage ETFs. You guys will get burned. Eventually, you will get burned. I focus on stocks I want to own. I follow the Warren Buffett way. Honestly, he always does this strategy on stocks that he likes and wants to own and gets them at better prices. So I try to model that for myself, okay? For example, he wanted to own Coca-Cola at 35, right? He was comfortable owning at 35. He did his due diligence and figured that out for himself, right? So for here, it's like, hey, do I actually want to own NVIDIA at 165? And if you see your premium is like 4, 5, 6%, understand you are taking on a massive risk, an absolutely massive risk, okay? So you have to not have the premium blinders. Listen, we the premium chasers and all, but you got to understand, set some realistic expectations for yourself because we all get burned in this game eventually. And I have found to not get burned, I focus on boring stocks like Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, SPY, right? Companies that I actually love and use myself, companies that I believe in and am bullish on long term. That sets me up with, yeah, maybe you're going to beat me a few months with premium, but guess what? I'm sleeping better at night than you. And guess what? My peace of mind is worth that. I'm not doing this stuff full time, right? So what I'm saying here is that I'm willing to buy NVIDIA at that price. Now, a few things can happen. Let's talk about the risks. Let's say the 12th rolls around and NVIDIA is trading at like 180 still or 200. Your contract would expire worthless, meaning your money, your $16,500 would be given back to you or however many contracts you did, right? That money's returned back to you to run the play for the following month. Whoo, let's get it. Let's go collect some more premium on good setups, right? Second thing that can happen, and this is the biggest risk, is let's say that on the September 12th, right, NVIDIA is trading at 160, 150, $100. $100 is trading at. You're on the hook to buy however many hundreds of shares that you said you would at $165. Got to be comfortable with that risk. And yes, one contract equals 100 shares. I don't make the rules. That's just the way it is. Let me show you some live examples here. Here are a couple in our live portfolio that I have here, right? So right here, I have an American Airlines put. It's an $11 put. I have two of them you could see here. And I was given $21.32 of premium for it each. Now that locked up about $2,200, right? 1,100 times 2, right? Because I have two contracts. We got that simple math. Let's go, right? Next one, I have a Fiverr put. I'm saying I'm willing to buy Fiverr for $20 on September 19th, right? And I collected $54.33 for that. And then I also have my Snapchat $7.50 puts. Basically, here I'm saying in August 12th, I am willing to buy Snapchat if it's trading at $7.50. And I was given $17.32 here. I also have a live trade log here. If you guys are interested in seeing, I document this. This is a $5,000 account. And I did a $5,000 account because I want to show you guys that you can build good habits even with a small account. Now, of course, the strategy is more fun when you have more money, of course. But just because you have a small account, I would say you at least want to have like $5,000 to do this. But you could build good habits. You could still start, getting into good companies that you believe in. Maybe you can't do NVIDIA because you need like, $16,000 or a bigger bankroll. But there's nothing wrong with doing some of these smaller stocks. Like I love American Airlines. I love Snapchat. I love Fiverr. I love SoFi. I love Campbell's Soup, right? Like these were all companies that I did that I ran, right? I've been running on this $5,000 portfolio. So don't let that be the thing that stops you. Here's the problem with this industry of trading and guru. And I'm none of those things. I'm just a dude on the internet that likes to talk about this stuff and spread this message, and honestly build a community around me that wants to talk about this because nobody wants to talk about it, and everybody in my family is sick of me. And also, help me, please be my friend. No, but in all seriousness, guys, like most of you that have smaller accounts, you go into the riskiest shit because you feel like you could just light it on fire. You rather go for the 100% gain when it's like, why would you do that? Just build good habits right out of the gate. Don't you want to like teach your kids like a strategy that they can actually do themselves, not going into some absolutely risky stuff? Guys, if you want to learn how to build and launch and scale your own option selling portfolio, click the first link in the description of today's video. You're going to learn about the Ark Options Strategy, how we combine 5 sources of premium into one simple option strategy that doesn't take away from your work and doesn't take away from your real life. Click the first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.